Okay, Pastor Jackson, Artie, PJ. Let me get you straight and right together first before we get to the glory, okay? Upon first meeting you and all this other stuff, like face to face, will have you as that fucking horrible ass church member, that heavy set, big old booty, motherfucking transgender, dark skin, big old goggle guy, that's motherfucking, I guess you saw the very sweetness, kindness, and sincerity and everything, something unique and different about me, and we do have kindred spirit. In fact, most definitely, you had told me to make a meeting with you, so I did. It was a few months, fast forwarded. Apparently you're very busy, always in and out of the States and everything, and so I finally get the meeting, we talking good and everything, and you was asking me to ask you questions, I was asking questions, but then I said, and you asked me one more question, and I said, well, do you have any questions for me? And my nigga, you looked at me like, questions for you? Let me knock you off your fucking Hampton ass high horse, bitch, because I will come down there and knock you out personally, okay? I don't play that. And then another thing, okay? Now we got that out the way. I'm very spiritual. At the time, Jesus Christ and crucified spiritual, okay? And I believe in kumbaya and love amongst all the brothers and sisters and stuff like that. And I don't have favoritism in that. I loved you from the bottom of my heart. And I still do, even though you're a piece of shit. I love you from the bottom of my heart. And so it's like, I amen whoever's up in the pulpit, and I feel like listen, both of us fell subject to witchcraft through neither of our understanding at the time or belief in it or what have you. You stayed in the pulpit all the time, you have a lot of hellhounds chasing your hounds and stuff like that. Trust me, I get it. I know more than you do, sweetheart. And listen, okay? But anyway, I'm gifted. And so I just looked at it in a way of prophecy or a seer, a biblical seer or something like that. I didn't look at it as anything else at that time, but it's quite different. And even better, more range now. Everything is in betterperspective.com. But anyhow, so it's like, the thing with, it was no secret with alludence, Lou and everything. And I felt there was some strain between us after that. You started to treat me different as I'm coming out to support you. First and foremost, I'm going to worship the Lord. Okay, as my church is traveling, bitch, so am I. So am I. Okay, first and foremost.com. Ask the Lord. This one, he'll tell you. Okay, and so also too, to support you as I love on and worship with the Lord as well, and all of your preaching endeavors and stuff like that, seeing that the majority of the laity who has absolutely nothing to do not travel and come support you. And that's strange. And I know my personal relationship with God, such as I would always try to, in many vicarious ways, get people to join that bandwagon and be very serious about the Lord, be very serious about your life and your salvation in my private times with personnel, let alone, within the church as well and stuff like that. Be it that I took up the preacher's class, the Bible college and the preacher's class and stuff. You may or may not remember. I don't know. But anyhow, that's always my motto and my mission.com. And so it's like, with that being said, my mind is bleeping, but hey, truth is peeping, right? And so it's just one of those things where we were both subject to witchcraft by my brother with this one, because, when I praise the Lord, very undignified, I'm hated too, You're hated for preaching the word the way you do. I'm hated for worshiping the Lord the way that I do. It's a lot of dirty Deltons down there, okay? I'm going to tell you that much. And so, I felt some salt from you, from the pulpit at a visiting church and stuff like that. But my brother does this type of shit. He's got this shit in a better than a nutshell than you could ever possibly imagine in terms of how to pull people away from one another that you care sincerely for in the Lord, platonically, romantically, or what have you. Okay, this is what he does. Down in that cellar, of which the same home that I abode in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And again, he had subjects down there transferred starting with my children that I didn't even know that I had till way later in life. And it's a lot. Going down to personnel that he would drop in death. He calls it pulling their cord and then transfer them down there. When I tell you, this man knows and understands he has presented each and every single solitary movement that mankind, animal kind, all kind would do in terms of various situations that's presented to them. Took the beauty of life and the origin thereof, naturestudiedit.com, figured out a way how to intervene, just go in there and flip it around. You know what I'm saying? And did a lot of big time switcheroos and stuff. This energy looks like another one, and that energy looks like another one, but that's the energy we regard as this, and that's the energy we regard as that. Well, that's really something else. It's a lot. We got a lot to uncover. A lot. So anyhow, oh Lord, starting with our sex, breaking us up in terms of our sex and stuff like that. Same sex, as they call it, can't get together and everything like that. Blah, blah, blah. 2 penises, 2 vaginas per my children, and, just all kinds of stuff. Parental with children loveys and stuff like that. All that, lovingly, consensually, and everything like that. They let you know when they're ready for it, whatever, all in the latter portions and what have you. And children do not, in fact, come to the world weak, feeble, needing each and every single solitary thing from us. We thought so. I mean, come on now. Look how long we've been thinking this. They come to this world with teeth, talking, walking, and everything else. Happy to be here, celebrating life, parents, neighborhood, and everything, and they be having little baby love and everything. I'm telling y'all, we got a lot to uncover. How is your child so just a baby in their mind and in their body, but they can understand everything that you're saying, though? You be having a grown-up type of conversation with them. You see a smile, a laugh, because they understand what you're saying. He stopped their mobility. It's a lot, y'all. Witchcraft is real. Witchcraft is very great. It's just when you do some ungreat stuff, that's when it becomes not great. The craft will always be. But the disgusting and detestment will never be, okay? So he's done the opposite of great and to the, oh my God, right? So anyway, now getting that out of the way. I still love your little ass through all that, because I didn't know what was going on with him and all this other stuff that he did that I didn't even think it was real. And it's a misnomer in the world. If you don't believe in it, it can't get you. Certain kinds that he said, regular witchcraft, that he does, that can kind of be true. But the kind that he sends on me and any expected individual that he chooses to touch, baby, you touch no matter you believe it or not. You touch whether or not you acknowledge it or not. You're touched whether you wear crystals, gems, jewels, baby, say prayers, turn around, spin around 3 times, jump over roofs. Baby, when it gets on you, it gets on you, period, point blank. Because I've done that whole thing about not believing in it, not acknowledging it. Just, hey, think positive, glass half full, optimistic, manifestation, crystals, what have you, ignoring it, acting like you don't see it, acting like you don't hear it, but getting still. He's more than on my heels every day of my life, which is why y'all haven't seen me in a long time, because I've been trying to, the crowd got so hard on me while I was yet in Florida. I was like, because at the time, I don't know shit. I'm just learning that he's like this, And so when I'm learning he's like that, when he learns that I learned that I know who he is now, that's when he goes in for the kill. That's like a simple one right there in terms of this portion of it. As soon as you find out who somebody is, that whole joking thing people say about a good recipe. If I tell you I gotta kill you, so they be joking and stuff like that. It's one of those we're on an ultra serious thing now. He's been trying to kill me my whole life, but he just never could. You know what I'm saying? So if he can't, these other morons, oh please, they don't have to stand a chance, please. But anyhow, so it's like, it's one of those where now that he began to slowly integrate new stuff to me to get at me. It's one of those type of phrases, I call it a guilty dog barking. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those type of things. Oh, you showing your earthen ass now. You saying type of thing. And of course, it's big time fear. Beyond.com. Because can't nobody have a clue to know anything that he's done, let alone on a level that he's done it. And, it's a lot. It's a lot. So anyway, with that being said, I still love you, Jay, a little bit. Okay? I love you so much, Lord. I really do. In a beautiful, spiritual, platonic way. You know what I'm saying? And before I divulge into what it is that I'm about to say right now about, him striking our relationship in the spirit realm and stuff like that, for what it was, I don't name Jesus no more, child, please. Not that, unless I'm cracking a joke or something. Because that shit is a big joke. And I'm so sorry. And the rest of the world, I'm so sorry that everyone was so under that precept that that's the only way of life. And you had to actually live by that. Besides treating everybody how you wanted to be treated and stuff like that. And all the law and the commandments, fall under these type of things. But anyway. You did extensive studies and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And you really can properly. No one can exegete a text like you, darling. They really can. You know what I'm saying? I'm very proud of you for your work's sake in terms of what we all want starts with. Ain't nobody dumb here, as I've stated before. And, it's a wooing. It's a wooing magic attached to that Bible to make you believe it, make you be fearful when you read it. And make your life, line up and all this other stuff. But low-key, I know you was like, you going to do good by people because you're a good person. And I know that to be true. But it's like, I know Pastor Jackson going to do his own thing. But Pastor Jack, because you're a good person, your own thing doesn't hurt nobody. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Pastor Jackson's own thing does not hurt nobody. And it's not Pastor Jackson's fault if certain personnel do not have an understanding of certain things and stuff like that. Listen. Stop looking at a man. It should be no more now. But if it's some of that residue still is just, listen, that's just a man just like anybody else. Subject to this and that just like anybody else. You in a pulpit, you can't feel like this. You in a pulpit, you can't express like that. Child, please give him the bird, baby. Do it for me. Do it for me. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. But anyhow, going back to big time haters and big time motherfuckers trying to take and tear you down, period. You know what I'm saying? That shit is that time's up is for that type of stupid shit. Whether within the fucking church, outside the immediate neighborhood, the surrounding areas, the whole city, from state to state, people who don't like Pastor Jackson, listen, you don't have to like him. You don't have no valid reason to not like Pastor Jackson, what have you. And as some people who do, again, not a bad person. This is another side, because ain't nobody get no pass. I don't want them to think it's one, because let me just go ahead and edge that on out real quick. This is another side of personnel who are not bad people, but they have a tendency to formulate their opinions off of various things or what have you, which, for one, in the first place, a lot of times never have any type of stability or any type of adequacy and stuff like that in terms of how the opinion was formulated. And now in terms of the church realm and stuff like that, and sexuality and stuff like that, now those type of feelings towards Pastor Jackson should be technically no more from what we have found out. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, in terms of sexuality, all the dummies, the peons listening, yeah, get off my boy, because I'll hurt you. Please. Anyway, so going back to this, it has been a lot over the course of years. You have withstood the time, you have really, kept a licking and kept on ticking. And they're constantly looking at you, constantly. All right? I want to tell you who your first offender is, and that's my brother. Okay? Way before I even thought about coming to Anti-Och Missionary, that's my brother. Okay? He knows who's who in the world. Trust me. Even in the times before you start traveling more vigorously and stuff like that, he knew who you were. He knew who you were. And, just people becoming more and more houndacious, jealous, and having all this blah, blah, blah to say. Before the marriage, during the first one and stuff like that. And oh God, after, and it's just a lot, y'all. It's a lot. And listen, I'm not biased. I'm fair. Pastor Jackson would have informed their counterpart or what have you about what they like, the way they like it. Had that been permissible within the church. Quite naturally, according to that, then no, there is no scripture to support that. But however, your sexual appetite, you cannot suppress that. You can only go for so long. You went as long as you could, bitch. I went as long as I fucking could, or what have you. You know what I'm saying? And many others, and even the United States, who was residing at that time, or what have you. Whenever that new thing come out, you know, with the forces and stuff, they also went as long as they could. And then when they couldn't do it no more, they just said, you know, listen, without disacknowledging it, kind of like one of these trying to be safe, but at the same time, and not trying to, you know, deceive the people. But it's like, shit, you can't help it. But we know we're founded on that Bible, and this is what this is what we got to stand on. You know, that whole thing with the forces, don't ask, don't tell. You know, that was their way of, listen, just don't ask about it, don't talk about it. But, you know, because it can become daunting.com. This is your fabric crying out for what it is that you desire. You don't desire that shit on your own accord. There ain't no damn devil stuff making you desire nothing. Bitch, you was made like that. Please. Like, come on. How the fuck is it that I'm craving what the fuck I ain't got no business craving, and it won't leave me alone no matter how much I prayed away, no matter how much I fasted away, get anointed, get prayed over, this, that, put my head, keep my mind on things above and not on things of this earth. And it's just everything in between already. Like, come on, let's be real. It won't go away, not even with a pill, because bitch, it's not supposed to. Next case. So anyhow, you know, if personnel on that don't ask, don't tell, but this is between me and you type of thing, la, la, la. Let's just have a personal understanding within our home or what have you. Just keep our life and business, whatever, private. Listen, I need, you know, and that bitch probably needs some, you know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody talking about that, though. I want to get to the bottom of that. You know, all this stuff under rugs, we pulling them bitches up. It's going to be big old dust piles, bitch, and I don't give a flying two fucks. Yeah, oh, I don't. Trust me, I don't. You see, I don't. But anyway, motherfuckers want to say all this and say all that, bitch. You got a fake cat down there. Motherfuckers got fake cats trying to get on you and get on everybody else and all this other shit. What the fuck you exposed, bitch? Besides yourself long ago, and it's just now newsflash. Oh, fuck out of here. I don't have time for that. I don't. But see, it could have been a rainbow understanding. You know. It could have. When you slide with your homegirls, what else y'all slide y'all tongues around doing? Sucking and shit. Why bitches always want you to suck on their clit? I'm a woman. I hate when a man just sits there and constantly sucks on my clitoris. I can't stand it. Like, can you lick my shit for crying out loud? An occasional here or there, yeah. It would naturally come for you to do that. Every so often. You know, my body language will tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, sex is real and it's beautiful. I don't give a fuck. But suck it constantly? No, that's what these trannies want. Stop sucking. I ain't got no damn dick. I have a clitoris. Eat my shit. Lick my shit. Stop doing that. That's the fucking case in point right there. Dicks are created to be sucked. If a woman sits up there and just lick your dick all goddamn day long, how the fuck you gonna bust his ass? You know, you have to suction. I ain't trying to be grabby at this point. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that. You listen. Here I go getting back in fucking chains and shambles, bitch. I guess it's Jesus Christ and crucified, y'all. Listen, better not the devil. He will flee from you. This shit real, Jay. Listen, like, this shit is crazy AF, dog. Like, it's crazy as fuck. Man, Pastor Jackson, whole gangster, man. Y'all better tell these motherfucking people, listen, a great, wonderful, heart-beating ass motherfucking teddy bear, cheeky-eyed teddy bear ass goddamn gangster. Tell these motherfuckers what time it is, G. Like, fuck this nonsense. Nobody got time for that. But anyway, sweetheart, yes, first and foremost, finding out that product of my brother, his first mission, but sad and unfortunate as it is, within your own church, your community, the pulpit, those who graze with you, sit with you, armor bearer included too, baby. Ain't nobody exempting this, baby. I knows the tea. You know a lot of it, baby. When I tell you, it's still my pastor. I love you so much. I know more than you. I really do. I know who the fuck's who. I know who hates you.com. I done heard so many motherfucking literal in my ear fucking conversations. I wonder were they trying to test the waters to see if I'm going to go back and snitch. Bitch, I take notes and put it in my back pocket. Keep going, bitch. let alone everything else I could see, hear, feel, finagle within the spirit realm. Motherfuckers watching, looking, and listening, baby. I got you, Jay. I got you. I got you. You're going to see it very soon. So again, started with my brother, his bullshit shenanigans. Come to find out, bullshit shenanigans, brother, middle finger, and your church and a lot of laity members up there with you, surrounding you, working for you in the office, you cannot stand you. Your senses are serving you correctly. They hate your ass. They hate your ass with a passion. They wish you were dead. I'm going to tell you that now. Okay? And so with that, this dual mission now, you know, as far as the second attempt at, you know, since a man who's a preacher of the word of God got to have a woman, you know, on their side and all this other stuff. You can't be single or with just who you want to be. Okay, we understand the Bible for what it was. Whatever, can I preach and do this shit without and be single? You know what I'm saying? And do my mingling without y'all being in my business for what the fuck my body cannot help? What's wrong with that? Who said you got to have some motherfucking body to begin with? T. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Because it's like more like a biblical societal thing that says thou must have a wife and blah, blah, blah. Bitch, I don't have to have no motherfucking body. Who said that? All this conjured up stuff according to that Bible crap. You got the Bible, you got your conjured Bible. Like, come on, man. Help these motherfuckers exegete through the difference of this shit and get this dumb shit out of the way. Okay? Do it for me. All these sayings and all this other stuff. Anyway, so it's a shame. It's a rude awakening. Your sister served you right, but I got receipts of motherfuckers, you know, for real, of everything that has been going on from the time you got up there. Because I'm a retro-spirited person. I go all the way back. Everything has a root. Every single solitary thing. Who's been smiling in your face, doing this whole Maryland, D.C. fucking psychology shit and all this other stuff to act like they really love you. They really honor and support you, got your back. You better not come from Pastor Jackson, liar. Next case. Oh, I got everybody, boo. I swear to fucking God, I do. Okay? All right. And I ain't the only one. I'm not. So, this second marriage, or what have you, this idiot first, but it's dual, sweetheart. Them deltas broke y'all up. I'm going to tell you right now. They was pissed that you got with an AKA. In the church before everybody knew. Like, come on, man. How the fuck? Deltas fucked y'all shit up real bad, baby. It was real nasty. It was psychology, Miss Motherfucker. You hearing shit, they hearing shit, get y'all on a different foot and different march of the tune and all this other stuff. Kim is a very beautiful soul, bitch. I see that shit through my motherfucking screen and pictures, bitch. I know people. I know people. Just give me a picture. Give me a picture. You can finagle all you want to. I see through the finaglement. Give me a picture. Oh, she good. She good. She good. She's motherfucking good. What now? What fucking now? Taking this big old motherfucker honeymoon in Italy. Where y'all went, baby? Come on now. Them deltas broke y'all up. Period. Dual mission times up, like I said. Them deltas down there trying to take you down. It's the many of these motherfuckers, as I stated, that's up from up here to come down there. How you gonna say I'm from up there? Bitch, I got the birth certificate to match. Bitch, please. They over all that stuff. DMV. Bitch, I go to the motherfucking DMV. I got my motherfucker Washington, D.C. state ID and all this other stuff because I had some stuff to take care of because it's hard to make movements without an ID since everyone wants to steal everything from me. D.C. and Maryland, okay? VA would have been nice if I stayed long enough, I'm pretty sure. But anyhow, so it's like, listen, I got to make some movements, so give me a, it's a long motherfucking goddamn story. And so it's just like one of those things. So when I'm ready to get my license or what have you, this bitch makes me pay for it and makes me fail the test. And then she says it real loud. You didn't pass because you finagling the questions, bitch. For one, true and all true and honest, bitch, I ain't seen that motherfucking test since I was goddamn, 16, 20 years old, bitch. I ain't seen that shit. Bitch, I'm almost 41. Fuck are you talking about, for one? But then for two, that shit looked mad strange. It looked like it was set up to confuse you. It's set up for you to not pass and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't have your phone, all this other stuff, so you don't cheat. Quite naturally, I understood that portion as I'm looking down. Okay, yeah, I get that. But it's like, and it was only a few questions too. It was only a few. And bitch, guess what? If a bitch would have passed, they would have made it like you did. Because I do a great process of elimination. My process of elimination game is very strong, baby. It's set up for you to not pass, for one, because they don't want you to have Washington, D.C. fucking driver's license. That's what it is. Yeah. That says a lot. That says a lot. That bitch talking about some, she failed me. And then gonna say it out loud. You failed. So if I had any type of camera devices you couldn't detect, you know what I'm saying, la la. They thought I didn't know what, because I always pass all their devices, not knowing I deactivated their devices a long time ago. When she do it, don't worry about it. So it's like, you know, she trying to do it in an embarrassing way, and not just for my device or what have you, for everybody else. They try to use that fucking embarrassment type shit. Like, bitch, I'm right here. Our conversation beforehand was like monotone, regular, where you can hear, where I can hear. I guess the immediate persons right next to us could hear, but why the fuck all of a sudden my test results, you didn't pass, you failed. Okay. And so then I was like, I failed the test. Okay, well, for one, why am I even having to take the driving test again? I have a driver's license. I've had my driver's license for a long time now. Matter of fact, my driver's license that got stolen from me in New Carrollton, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? That's proof right there. Can't you just look me up right there and then I just pay whatever difference for a reprint, or you help me get in connection? Can you be my liaison to get in contact with Florida and all this other stuff? Oh, well, once you get a ID, that cancels your license. Bitch, what? Bitch, in what world? And bitch, since when? Lawsuit right there. And they know it. I'm reading this documentation trying to see if there's anything I missed. Bitch, it's not. But the next time on my visit there, the paperwork says, it affects as a blazica, a state ID. When you go and get one of those in Washington, D.C., it now trumps, technically, a motherfucking driver's license. Really? You can see it. Paper don't lie, boo. It don't lie. They forbade me my motherfucking driver's license, dog. Can you believe it? That's some shit. Yeah, I know. So I said all that to say this. So if they're doing dirty ass shit in there, they're also doing dirty ass shit where? In the records. In Vital Records. The Department of Vital Records, where you get your birth certificate. They're in their fabrication. These bitches probably got a birth certificate for where the fuck they choose to land their motherfucking feet at the goddamn time. And keep the one for the other state this way, the very ultra hidden and concealed, bitch. I'm telling you, I know the game. I know the game. Social Security numbers match and everything. For those movements, and then also for food stamps, EBT, Section 8, where the fuck you choose to go, and all this other stuff, and all these other funds, and blah, 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 blah. It's all this red tape for once upon a time for grant writers, and they done locked that shit down too. You ain't get no damn grant. I ain't giving nothing to you next. Oh, yeah. Social Security doing me like that. This is this. They done got all these Social Security offices locked down, like, yo, on God. But anyway, that marriage should have dissolved that way. Oh, no. It was nasty. I don't have to be there to know. It was nasty. No. That's not Kim. That's not Kim. Keep y'all arguing that decision at odds and all this other shit, chaos, blah, blah, blah. All these illusions before your eyes and ears and all this other stuff, playing this one with y'all mom, making y'all mad about the situation, da, 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 listen. And whatever all else as well. So anyway, I just want to let you know, your help has arrived, sweetheart, by way of being a real God. Love you. Bye-bye.